The murderer in the funeral procession. A woman had been found murdered in Stuttgart. Since she had not exactly had a happy marriage with her husband, suspicion arose that she might have been murdered by her husband. The investigation began with a vengeance, even though the husband protested his innocence in the highest agitation. One interrogation followed another, driving the suspect to the brink of despair. Finally, he suggested to the examining magistrate that the seer Irlmaier from Freilassing should be consulted, and then his innocence would be proven. The criminal investigation department agreed to the request of the troubled man, so one day 2 officers drove with the man to Freilassing to the clairvoyant. A policeman from Freilassing and the 2 from Stuttgart went inside to Irlmaier. The suspect had to wait outside. Then the picture of the couple was presented to the well maker with the question whether the man had killed his wife. Immediately Irlmaier said, No, he didn't kill her. That was someone else. Tell me the other picture that you still have with you. In fact, the detective had a second picture in his folder, a photograph of the funeral procession when the murdered woman was laid to rest amid great public interest. Then Irlmaier pointed to a man who was walking as the last but one in the funeral procession and said, That's who it was. He killed her. He has stolen the jewelry, a ring and a camera, but that could have been brought out. You have a letter there. It says it. He gave some of the stolen stuff to another woman. That's where we're going, to find the right person. When the officers returned to Stuttgart, they reported Irlmaier's information to the examining magistrate. A close examination of the files revealed a letter without a signature, in which a woman had been suspected of possessing a valuable ring. It turned out that this ring had been the property of the murdered woman. The murderer had worshipped it to his mistress. Arrested, he confessed his crime. He had had the impudence to attend the funeral of his victim. In the picture of the funeral procession, he could be seen at the exact spot Irlmaier had pointed to. This incident can be verified at the Stuttgart Public Prosecutor's Office.